I also like obscenity law. I mean, I thought that we were like maybe in an era where, well, maybe like 10 years ago, I was like, I'm glad we're out of that era, but now we appear to be like entering back into it, which is crazy to me. I don't understand, and people can disagree with this if they choose to disagree with this. I don't understand why nudity is obscene, man. That one is just, it kind of boggles my mind. And people are like, oh, so you would be okay with like your 4-year-old seeing like a naked human body on TV? And I'm like, yeah, man. She sees it like every day when she changes her clothes. Like, I don't know what you wanted. What do you want me to say? It doesn't make any sense to me. In Europe, they can show nipples in ads. I think it's good, man. I think that's, I mean, good maybe might not be the right word. I think it's like inert. I think that's totally new. That seems like the base case to me.
Come on in. Let's chat.
I think we buy this as a just in case. I do like having a katana in reserve. Means I probably should have taken... Why not, man? I probably should have taken Switchblade, but whatever. Yes. Europe's got that figured out. I do wish they'd stop talking about the trains so much, because, like, yeah, we know trains are awesome, man. It's just, like, we can't even, like, build bike lanes, which doesn't even make sense, because all they do is paint the road, but... We're trying to get there. I voted yes on the TransLink referendum in, like, 2013, and I was like, bro, it's going to be crazy to have, like, trains everywhere in Vancouver, and then that shit did not pass. It had, like, 30% support, which blew me away. Regardless, that was, I don't know, 10 years ago. I think, now that I think about it, I think every referendum I've ever voted in has failed. I voted for proportional representation twice. First one in Ontario, I was like, it's an outside shot. It lost like 91-9 in 2006 or whatever. Second one, proportional representation in BC. I was like, finally, I had to wait like 10 years for it to pass. Shit lost like 90-10. Look at my sack, man. I gotta be honest with you, there's like so little point to upgrading the katana. I'll literally just upgrade the bolus for now.
The quicker the fight.
Now we're fucking talking, bro. Now we're fucking talking. I do think... You might call me crazy for this one. I think it's better to have 20 heal every few seconds than it is to freeze something for 4 seconds once at the start right now. But once things start popping off, we're definitely going to want the icicle out there. Powder flask user. I did see that post on Reddit today where somebody was like, my friend declined to get a promotion at work because he thought he would lose money by being in a new tax bracket. I don't even know if it was in America, but George W. Bush, you will rot in hell forever, for sure. Children got left behind, you fucking liar. Give me the cloak, bitch! Makeshift barricade. Okay, you're not so bad. You're just the best I ever had. You're being purchased.
While you're doing your part,
You're being purchased and sold. This is like a perfect crow's nest build waiting to happen. You don't belong on the squad. You're a creep. You're a weirdo. I had to take the role for cloak in my personnel opinion. I'll take cooldown reduction. As small as it is. Same as it ever fucking was.
Place to store the rest of the tyrant's gold.
8%. I think we want 10 gold, man.
You have confidence to let a kid train you. I'm impressed.
I gotta take it or Apollo will be mad at me, but otherwise I think you're like fucking ass. Cutlass and a katana that both get hasted that's an interesting world for me, man. And this is crazy. Like I'm kind of going off here already. Why not take a honing steel for when our board expands as well? Can you imagine if David Byrne laced all his songs with needless profanity? What do you mean needless? I don't understand what you're saying. Needless. I'm not saying there is a need. I'm asking you to explain what needless means, I guess.
We barely got our flags up.
You know, hang on a second here. This might be the fucker right here. This might be the build. You're gonna give me a cloak? Ow! This changes everything. Silver cloak? That was like a 1 in 20 chance. So I'm gonna say skill, and we're going up against Arcteryx. You could run, like, Katana attacks twice as fast, but you're gonna get sold into it. Wait, well, I'll put you, I could, like, no, there's no need to double haste if you get 3 seconds of haste. The 3 seconds of haste, unless you get slowed, you are perma-hasted once you go off. Okay, I think this is pretty good, man.
We're out to dethrone a king, not to squabble with nobody.
I mean, if you're like 12 and you get offended by swear words, I totally get it. Because, like, you can't control the fact that, like, you can't pick your parents. But if you're like a grown adult and you get offended by swear words, that's one where I'm like, what are you doing, man? That just doesn't make sense to me. What do you mean by that? Well, I mean, like, when you're 12 or maybe like 9, you kind of believe what your parents tell you about everything instead of like coming up with your own feelings about it. So I can't really be mad at like a little kid for being like, mind your profanity. And there's a time and a place, don't get me wrong. But like my stream is kind of like my time and my place to say the F word. Like, you know, if you're at like a church service or something, you'd probably... Also, this shit is like a false dilemma to begin with. Because I'm out in public all the time. I'm great at code switching to family friendly when I'm at like a kid's birthday party or something like that. But people are dropping all sorts of swear words when I'm out in public with my kid. And then sometimes they're doing like the annoying as fuck, like, teenager thing where after they swear, they go like, oh my God, there's a baby over there. Oh, we shouldn't have fucking said bastard. Bitch, she's not a baby. She's 4 years old. She's a fucking kid. She's not even a toddler anymore. What the fuck do you mean baby?
You know
She's 4. She's in school, dude. You don't know what the fuck. She's like, she's closer to your age than to mine, dummy. Neutral items are good. Skills are good, though. When you use a weapon, it gains 3 damage. Yes, sir. That's just how math works. Yeah, how would you know? Common Core, bitch. One second. Are you... This is also really good. The only thing is you're going to take away... Nah, you're not as good as I need you to be yet. But maybe one day. It's not my fault they made me learn new math. Okay, you know what? You're spitting for that one. It really isn't your fault they made you learn new math. That's not your fault. We have to go all in for Crow's Nest. You're irrelevant. You're irrelevant. We're all in. You're gone. You're gone, and you're gone. And now the run is like It's anointed.
So tiny.
Beautiful start. Unbelievably beautiful start. You really swear around your parents? When appropriate, yeah. I'm never like, oh, the fucking DoorDash was 20 fucking minutes late, bitch. But like sometimes when I'm talking about the news, I'm like, I didn't know people were this fucking stupid. And I think my mom respects the peppering of the F word when it seems situationally appropriate, man. We'll take a look at a small shield item. You never know. That's definitely not what we want, but I mean, I just don't see you doing enough for us. I would happily upgrade that and get, 10 extra damage, though.
This will inspire the crew. I may be young for a captain, but I've seen my share.
You gonna get Taco Bell soon?
Go ahead.
Didn't they open one in, like, it's on Granville Street,
Makes
right?
this more fun.
I don't think it's gonna happen. It's just, I try not to find myself, downtown on Granville Street basically ever. Oh my god, we might make it, man. They ran out of ammo! Holy cow!
Like my crew says at the bar, another round.
That was close, though. Yeah, I'm not going down to Granville Street to get Taco Bell. I would honestly rather drive out to... There's one in Coquitlam, right? I'm not going to do either, so just, call off the dogs, but I would rather go to Coquitlam. I'll roll on this. You might get a weapon skill. You might get 10 gold. I can live with that.
My skills. Next time, I might surprise you.
No NPC can defeat us. Unless we go up against, like, the Lich, nothing's going to stop. That's a huge get as well.
Ah, a friend. I mean,
That's also a huge get. Right, that makes sense.
sad to say goodbye.
69% crit chance is perfect. What's the furthest you drive for food? Depends what my wife is craving. Oh, upgraded crow's nest. This is like, it's automatic at this point. I know exactly who to fight. Four hours for Panda Express. That's a non-starter. That one's not going to happen. But luckily, that's also... My wife would never willfully choose to have Chinese food for dinner. It's just not in her wheelhouse. Really, you know what? 5% max health can make a difference.
Place to store the rest
5% max health, like, stacked over time. Oh, fuck, dude. Even faster scaling?
Adira is our strongest. Oh, but oh, does he know it.
Hello, person.
My
It's
fight
looking
is
good,
with
people.
you. But if you insist, you should know.
It's fucked up she doesn't participate in your heritage. I brought it up. She's not really feeling it, though. Wait a second. What's your crit chance? 45%? With no shield? No, we should still take this. Even if you crit me, we build back better. I told you. I told you we build back
time,
better.
Boys, less blunder, more plunder.
Do people who seem to dislike their wives weird you out? So in every, and it depends, you're able to disagree with me on this one. Culture is like elastic and reflexive. When I grew up, there was a culture on TV and stand-up comedy of 40-year-old comedians making jokes at the expense of their wife, right? All the sitcoms were like, my wife hates me, like I'm henpecked, blah, 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 blah. The thing is, though, we're deeply into the snapback of the other side of that culture right now. So, like, when you're like, what are your takes on people who make jokes about, like, their wife hating them? I'm like, I don't see that shit, like, at all anymore. In media, like, almost everybody's a wife guy, especially in comedies. And in real life, everybody's a wife guy, at least in the millennial demographic. So I think, like, I'm the only based person because I'm a wife guy. But then also, every once in a while, I'll poke like a little bit of fun at my wife, which other men just are not willing to do because they're less brave and courageous than me. And you might say it's because their wives will punish them for it. No, I know, but sometimes you still gotta let it fly. Because it actually makes it funnier to do it, to be honest. So I mean, I would say it's like a false dilemma, I guess. I don't see that many anti-wife guys around anymore. But definitely in the 90s and the 2000s, there was a lot of, pardon me, anti-wife culture. Okay, you're an ammo merchant, which means I need augmented weaponry. Also, Kate's roasting you 10x on her stream. That's true. That's definitely true. Which is the way that it should be, because as a man, I'm better at taking a joke. Trying to figure out, is it okay to laugh at that one? Is it not okay? I don't know. Because it is better to make fun of men, but at the same time, he shouldn't be self-aware about that, or I don't know. It's complicated. We got other stuff to worry about is the thing. You're kind of interesting because of the shield, but I don't think you're quite good enough. It's time for the anti-husband era. I think we're past that a little bit too. Because people don't want to, well, I shouldn't say they don't want to acknowledge it, but it doesn't come up as much, I guess. That also on those sitcoms, the other thing that people were witnessing is the wife constantly being like, my husband is very, very stupid. But then I feel like when people talk about that, they're like, yeah, but have you seen Everybody Loves Raymond? He was really dumb. I'm like, that's not true, man. He's a sports writer. You need to have a college degree to be a sports writer. He's slow cooled. I think we won. Why did I think this was going... Oh, because it upgrades a bronze. That's right, which we don't care for. So give me a skill. That's a good one. That's pretty good. Yeah, I mostly, to be honest with you, in real life, I mostly see like a lot of spouses and partners who respect each other. Ramrod, repeater, double barrel, but I have the lifesteal. Boo! It's true, man. It's true. My spouse is a doctor, and I meet some of the... Wait, what did you say there? Some of them are very dumb in the least offensive way. I think we've said it many times that I think being a doctor can be dangerous because you have to be book smart to become a doctor, without a doubt. However, I also think that getting to like that level of success in your career can easily lead you... I think I gotta try it, man. It can easily lead you to believe that you're smart in other domains as well. Which is always how you get yourself into trouble. You have a crook. I don't think I care, though. So, like software people? Tech is a whole different can of worms that I don't even want to get into. Are you saying only trust dumb people? For you, maybe. Yeah. I think that's a lesson you should take from that. What I'm insinuating is that you can be smart in one domain without necessarily having that carry over to other domains. But I think that, like, when you're a doctor, you've been conditioned as, like, the smart person for so much of your life. It's easy to think you also are, like, a master of economics and, you know, business and physics and science and public policy and sociology and stuff like that. I'm gonna ham on my crow's nest here. So I just think there's a risk inherent in there, I guess is what I'm trying to say. That being said, Kate and I were talking, like, we need a friend who's a fucking doctor. I really fucked up by going to, like, a public school instead of, like, a private school. My parents fucked me on that one, man. I could have, like, 8 friends who are doctors now, and anytime I needed anything medical, I could just go into the group chat and be like, hey, can you come take a look at, like, this rash on my fucking foot? Instead, I know, like, 9 streamers, man. What the fuck am I supposed to do with that? My network is fucking decroded, man. I guess if I, like, released a video game, I could be like, hey, could you guys play it on stream? But then if it sucks, they're gonna be like, this game fucking sucks, man. No, it's good. I just think it needs, like, a couple tweaks, and I'm gonna be like, oh, brother. Fuck, dude. Give me some max health. There's one doctor in the Discord. Yeah, but they're like ethical and they won't like weigh in on medical shit. Also, they annoy me sometimes because they say, oh yeah, you should have your doctor look at that. And I'm like, why do you think I'm talking to you, man? Also, I made all this up. I don't even know who it is. Good for them, though, either way. This seems pretty bad. Wait, no, this seems pretty fine. What did I raised the cooldown on Ramrod? That's gonna fuck you up, dude. Me with every law issue? Yeah, you should talk to your lawyer. The shit that pisses me off is when, like, you have a medical... I mean, I'm sorry it comes up a lot, but, like, you know, it happens. You have, like, a medical problem, and then you tell someone else about it, and they're like, yeah, you should probably see your doctor. And you're like, why do you think I'm talking to you, motherfucker? It's because they don't answer their telephone anymore.
Welcome in, hon. What can I get you?
It wasn't like pack one, pick one. I was like, oh, I gotta run this by, like, my friend who's in a completely unrelated field. I mean, 50 extra damage is kind of swell, man. It's tough. Please buy poster. It's just, poster's annoying, man. What do you mean poster's a good carry? You have to win to make it work, which we are, you know, okay, you made a good point. But don't call it a carry. That's a misnomer. The poster does not carry you. If you're being carried, it accelerates the carry. It's passive? Yeah, I know, dude. You're playing the game because of me. But I'm just saying, it's like, sometimes I can't be fucked with all this shit in my backpack, you know? I have to try, man. Wait, no. Because you have Spyglass, so you're going to make my Cutlass have like an 8-second fucking cooldown. But there's nothing else I can put on the board. Can't be done. There's nothing else I can put on the board to eat it instead. You take him easy? I don't know, man. Trust me, I've made that mistake against Radiant Corsair a lot recently. Any doctors in the dads group? Yeah, but for some reason they're like really busy. Maybe weapon skills.
Good meat.
10 damage. I would go out to try to get something better than 10 damage. That's the shit right there. 5 damage conditionally. And they don't want to look at your foot? Well, I think they if I was there in person, I think they would be like, sure, I'll take a look at your foot really quick. But like, over text, I'm sure they're like, I'll get to it when I get to it. But it's not their fault either.
You should know. I'm a bit of a...
What happened to your foot? It's a hypothetical. My foot is chilling. I'm just like... I just wish I had friends that were in like more useful careers, but I am also a friend who's like not in a useful career for most of my friends. So, and even like I'm not saying I'm being resented by the other dads in the dads group, but the dads who are into video games, I'm sure they're like, what the hell, man? This guy like plays video games for a living, and anytime we talk about video games, he's like, yeah, I don't really play those. I mostly play like browser-based trivia games. So I'm pretty sure like it must be tough for them to understand like what I'm all about, which was pretty fair, to be honest. Sometimes I don't even know. Oh, burn item. I need to save some money. It's day 8. Save some money for the big plays. Save some money. You know, I should have gone medium for swashbuckle, actually, now that I think about it, but... Probably take Burninator bot. Saying hello from the YouTube cinematic universe. Welcome. Happy to have you. I wish I had something else to say. I don't have anything else to say. Leave now? No, it's actually, like, YouTube is fine, but it's better over here. I do have to say, shield cutlass makes us very hard to kill, man. And it's 1,000 extra shield on top makes us even harder to kill.
Go ahead. Underestimate.
Why do you think it's better? Well, I think that the easy way to explain that it's better is if somebody writes like an insane comment in Twitch chat, and it cuts the other way, by the way. If somebody writes a good comment in Twitch chat, it's done in 3 seconds. It's off the screen. But on YouTube, if somebody writes an insane comment, if enough insane people see it and go like, wait, they're spitting, then like, that stays at the top of the comments for life, man, forever. This is a fucking heavyweight battle here. We win these, I think. You need silencer instead of amulet? I literally mogged this fool. How did you win? Because I have like 119% crit chance and he had like 60% crit chance. He doesn't know what the hell he's doing, man. Oh, okay, that's disrespectful. He was doing his best. But he pretends to be me in his driveway or whatever. What did Brad Marchand say? It would be nice to get some more like permanent... Oh, that's the fucker! That's the fucker right there. I don't know if we can take him. Which is bizarre to say because our run last time was worse, but we definitely were better built. Well, we hit the right thing with the spyglass for sure. Crit chance 30. We take those. Fuck you, you fucker. 30% motherfucker. That skill would have been crazy too. I guess. You want haste and charge. When you use a weapon,
But it's the other way
first
around.
8 times you use a non-weapon. This doesn't count, right? Because when something is triggered, it doesn't get used. Otherwise, this would be killer. Correct. Okay, I'll take the 3-second freeze then.
How thin the barrier really is.
We would love to see swashbuckle.
And sometimes I sell stuff.
Barrel can be good with an enchantment too, but we're not there yet. We're not at that level yet.
That's okay. It was nice to see you.
Take him.
My fight isn't with you.
Pivot to Boulder?
You insist. We're out to
People just be
dethrone a
talking,
king,
man.
not to squabble with nobody.
What's giving you the regen? I completely forgot. Oh, all the shit we've been selling from Tropical Island. I was like, wait a second, the game must be bugged.
Defeat does not defeat me.
Nine wins in 9 days. Things you love to see. .org. Millennials, did you ever see that poll from ABC News in like the year 2000? Oh shit, dude! At the start of each fight, an enemy item has its cooldown increased by 3.0 seconds. It goes from 3 to 3.0, man. It's the one that, it was like, what should we call the generation after Gen X? And then the winner was millennial. But then like, the number 2 vote getter was like generation.com. And then like the number 3 one was like generation 2000 or something like that.
Not right for you. Bring it back. I want you to be.
Okay, it does go to 6 seconds. We are looking for swashbuckle, but... Dodged a bullet there. I would be so much worse, like mental health wise, if we were called like the .com generation or something, man. Amulet Sire? Buddy, we have nothing else to put out there instead right now. I'm not gonna put out like a fucking coconut or something. The HTTP kids. I will say Generation 2000. That kind of has aura to me. But maybe it's only because like Y2K is back. As a style. In like 10 years, it might become like a little cringe again. But then like 10 years after that, it might become better again. I don't know. 4.7 seconds. Any large items? I don't know. I don't even know what we'd be looking for at this point, to be honest with you.
Tiny Andy says I need to close the deal. Nah.
I do want medium items, but I'm sorry, I just can't resist fighting like Dog the Bounty Hunter. What if we got Broken Shackles, man? That could replace the amulet. My reaction when the Tyrant's agents have found me? Seems like it's that every time. I'm not mad because it actually, like, it sells okay.
She's a slippery little murkworm, ain't she?
Insidious TIG. Alright, well, brother, I hope you're ready to die.
My fight isn't with you.
The Tyrant was in the Oval Office yesterday? I know that's true.
I'm a bit of a legend on Pelago.
Wait. Are you talking about Trump or Zelensky? This is a very important question. Answer me. Riddle me this, motherfucker. Ah, shut the icy cove, man! I'm fucked! I'm fucked! What the hell got its cooldown raised, man? Oh!
You fall like a boulder. I flow like the wind.
10-second catfish, man. Stung a little bit, but life goes on.
Oh, hello. Welcome to my business.
I mean, welcome to my business. Iceberg is sexy, but we don't need it. And we can't really replace... We'd have to replace Spyglass and Vanessa's amulet. Well...
Where's Midsworth? Oh, did he see me close a deal?
It might be good as like an emergency pickup. Okay, well, you gotta go. You had your chance. It's like if your shit freezes me, then I fucking freeze you, and then I go off. We don't have 100% crit though. Wow, no, we fuck you. We fucking basically can. 94. That's pretty much as good as we could ask for. Enchant an item with freeze effects. You never see this shit anymore, man. On Crow's Nest, when you crit with the weapon, freeze a small item. On Shadow Cloak, when you use the item to the right of this, freeze a medium or a small, or iceberg, double freeze duration. Any item being frozen for 2 seconds every time it gets used. Frozen iceberg, icy iceberg. Icebergs named in Norway be like fucking icy iceberg. I'm sorry, I just can't go bar for bar with the Volkus Enforcer. Although some of his skills might have been crazy. I think Volkus would just, he would freeze our, oh maybe, can iceberg be frozen? I don't know. No? I guess with only one item to freeze, we'd probably be in a tight spot though. Oh, also our freezing buffs him. That's a good point. I hadn't considered that point. That is good. Yeah. Timothy Chalamet on Arrakis be like, it's all nice on Spice, all right. I know that's right, man. Fucking Isaac Brock if he lived on Arrakis. I know exactly what you're talking about. I feel like I kind of have a Lisan al-Gaib energy. I lived overseas for a year. People were saying shit like he will know our ways as if born to them and shit like that. For sure, man. We're gonna slow this shit way down, bud. We take this. We take this for sure. I feel like we have the sort of build that is about to get posted on the Bazaar subreddit, and people will say like, thank God the patch is tomorrow. Wow, it's really fair and balanced. Icy iceberg, huh? Well, sorry, buddy. That's a 10-piece for us. Where'd you get an icy iceberg? Well, I earned the iceberg, and then I just...
bounty gets us closer to victory.
You know, I brought my own ice. Great screenshot. Yeah, tomorrow is Christmas Noobs Day, man. That is very exciting.